Hello everyone, I'm Glenna Coleman, Youth Services Librarian at the Weathersfield Proctor Library. This is Weathersfield Story Time, and I have my good friend Bear here to help me read. He misses seeing everybody here at the library, but he wanted everybody to know that he is looking forward to seeing you all again. Today, we're going to read 3 stories about spring. The first is called Silly Little Goose. It's by Nancy Tafuri. Nancy Tafuri is the author and the illustrator of this book. Silly Little Goose. You okay there, Bear? You able to hold it for me? Excellent. I'll turn the pages, though. I don't think you can manage it with your big paws. This story takes place on a farm. In the illustration, we have the farmhouse, the field. Up here in the corner, we have the pond, the chicken house, the sheep pen, the tool shed, the garden, the pig yard. All of these places, oh, we have the big barn down here. All of these places are really important to this story. One windy morning, yeah, today's a windy morning, just like in this story. One windy morning, Goose sets out to make a nest. Honk. First, Goose finds someplace nice and warm. Oh, see, I'd like to be out of the wind just like that. Oink. Wee, wee, wee. Silly little goose. Oh, I guess she can't make her nest there. Next, Goose finds someplace nice and soft. Well, that looks like a good place for a nest. Meow! Mew, 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 mew. Silly little goose. Oh, I guess that place is already taken. Next, Goose finds someplace nice and quiet. Oh, I'd like a quiet place to make my nest. Bah, bah, bah. Silly little goose. I guess that place is already taken too. What will the goose do next, I wonder? Then Goose finds someplace nice and cozy. Oh, I like the idea of a place that's cozy. Let's see if this place works. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Cheep, 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 cheep. Silly little goose. Oh, I guess that place is already taken too. What will Goose do next? What's this? It's warm. It's soft. It's quiet. It's cozy. It's perfect. Goose makes her nest. She lays her eggs. She keeps them warm for days and days. Doesn't that look like a nice place to have a nest? Warm and sunny, just like the spring day we have outside. Until, at last, crack, 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 crack. Hooray for Little Goose. Beep, 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 beep. And here's Mother Goose with all of her goslings, honk, and all of the animals that said, nope, this place is already taken. And there they go, off to the pond to swim. Well, that's the end of that story, Silly Little Goose by Nancy Tafuri. This took place on a windy day just like today. But Bear and I have 2 other stories for you. Now, I didn't want Bear to feel left out, even though he's holding the book. So I chose a book called Where's My Teddy? I'm sure Bear would enjoy this one too. And this is by author Jez Alborough. Oh, look at this scene. That is quite a deep forest, I would have to say. Where's my Teddy? Let me make sure you can see the picture without so much glare. Eddie's off to find his teddy. Eddie's teddy's name is Freddie. Do you think this is going to be a rhyming book? I wonder. He lost him in the woods somewhere. It's dark and horrible in there. Help, said Eddie. I'm scared already. I want my bed. I want my teddy. Don't worry, Bear. We'll find your teddy for you. He tiptoed on and on until something made him stop quite still. Look out, he thought. There's something there. What's that? Can you make a prediction? Can you think about what you think might be there? A giant teddy bear. Is it Freddie? Said Eddie. What a surprise. How did you get to be this size? Well, he is quite large compared to Eddie, isn't he? You are too big to huddle and cuddle, he said, and I'll never fit both of us into my bed. Then out of the darkness, clearer and clearer, the sound of sobbing came nearer or nearer. Oh, I wonder who could be crying. Soon the whole woods could hear the voice bawl, "How did you get to be tiny and small? You are too small to huddle and cuddle," it said, "and you'll only get lost in my giant-sized bed." I'm going to ask you to stop and predict. What do you think is making that noise? Do you have your prediction? It was a gigantic bear and a tiny teddy stomping toward the giant teddy and Eddie. Was your prediction correct? Is that what you thought what it was going to be? Good job. My Ted, gasped the bear. A bear, screamed Eddie. A boy, yelled the bear. My teddy, cried Eddie. Then they ran through the dark woods back to their homes as fast as they could. Oh, it looks like they have the right size teddy bears now. All the way back to their snuggly beds where they huddled and cuddled their own little Teds. And there's that deep, dark forest again. The end. This was Where's My Teddy by Jez Alborough. Well, Teddy Bear, I hope you liked that story. Are you going to help me with the last one too? Excellent. Our last story for our spring episode is Over in the Meadow. And this is an old counting rhyme. It's illustrated by David A. Carter. So it seems like we have another rhyming book. That wasn't exactly what I planned, but that works out well. So we have a nice spring meadow here, just like our beautiful spring day that we have. I don't see any bees yet, or flowers, but I'm sure they'll be popping out soon. Over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun, lived an old mother turtle and her little turtle one. Dig, said the mother. We dig, said the one. So they dug all day in the sand and the sun. Now remember, this is a counting rhyme, so think about what the next number is going to be after 1. Over in the meadow where the stream runs blue lived an old mother fish and her little fishes. 2, you were right. Swim, said the mother. We swim, said the 2. So they swam all day where the stream runs blue. Get ready to say the next number when I stop. Over in the meadow in the wide oak tree lived an old mother owl and her little owls. You're right, 3. Hoo, said the mother. Hoo, said the 3. So they hooed all day in the wide oak tree. Over in the meadow by the old barn door lived an old mother rat and her little ratties. 4. You were right. Gnaw, said the mother. We gnaw, said the 4. So they gnawed all day by the old barn door. You can see them here gnawing on their pieces of cheese. I wonder if they got those from the farmhouse. Over in the meadow, in a snug beehive, lived an old mother bee and her little bees. You were right, 5. Buzz, said the mother. We buzz, said the 5. So they buzzed all day round the snug beehive. Oh, you remember that picture? That was on the cover, wasn't it? Over in the meadow, in a nest made of sticks, lived an old mother crow and her little crows. You're right, 6. Caw, said the mother. We caw, said the 6. So they cawed all day in the nest made of sticks. Oh, we skipped one. Bear, you're not keeping me straight on this. We got to go back. Here we go. Over in the meadow where the grass grows even lived an old mother frog and her little froggies 7. Jump, said the mother. We jump, said the 7. So they jumped all day where the grass grows even. Sorry, I forgot to stop for you on that one. But the last one was 7, so you know what the next one is. Over in the meadow by the old mossy gate lived an old mother lizard and her little lizards. 8. You were right. Bask, said the mother. We bask, said the 8. So they basked all day by the old mossy gate. Boy, wouldn't you like to go outside and bask in the sun? Just sit there and soak in those rays. Maybe in a couple of days from now it'll be warmer. Over in the meadow by the pond by the pine swam an old mother duck and her little ducklings. 9. You were right. Quack, said the mother. We quack, said the 9. So they quacked all day in the pond by the pine. Over in the meadow, in a cozy wee den, lived an old mother beaver and her little beavers. 10. I think we need to stop and count. Let's make sure there are really 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, and you can see their tails. I guess they were right. Build, said the mother. We build, said the 10. So they built all day near the cozy wee den. And here we have all of the places. Do you remember where all of these things were? Let's see. We have the bees. We have the owls in the tree. We have the ducks and the rats. We've got turtles here somewhere. Here is our frog. A crow was in the tree. And that is the end of that story. The only other thing I wanted to show you was on this page, they have the entire rhyme with those beautiful spring flowers. Well, I want to thank everybody for reading with us today. Bear is excited to be seeing you again. We'll be reading some more stories, and each time we'll have a different theme. So, this was the Weathersfield Proctor Library Story Time in Ascutney, Vermont. We hope you enjoyed today's reading. See you soon. Bye.